Well, good evening, all. I'm just here doing a little rock and roll talk. Um, Many years in the history of rock music been very important over the time, like 71, 75, 85. But the year I'm touching on today is 1991. Might have been the last superstar year for rock music. I mean, the releases were phenomenal. I'm going to show you some of the releases that I have, and then just mention a few that I don't. But I'm very familiar with them. 1991, 30 years ago. 30 years ago, some of these albums came out in the beginning of the year, so they're already 30 years old. Well, all of them probably are 30 years old because they were probably working on them in 1990. But nonetheless, let us begin. 1991, the year in rock. We're gonna start it off with this little gem, Temple of the Dog. This is what was left of Mother Love Bone and Green River, and eventually what was going to be Pearl Jam, and of course Soundgarden. They collaborated on this. And some of the songs were written prior and about Andrew Wood. This came out in March of 1991. This predated Pearl Jam by a few months, but anyway, this album came out in 1991. I believe it was March. So that's how the year started. I think prior to that, well, we'll touch base on that later because I don't have the albums here. So there you go, Temple of the Dog, March 1991. What else came out in March of 1991? Smashing Pumpkins' debut album, Gish. Rhinoceros, Siva, Daydream. This is a great album. I Am One, fantastic. March of 91. What else came out in March of 91? The last album by The Alarm. The Alarm Mark 1, which was the original lineup. Good album, They had broken up, I think, actually, as this album was being released. But still, March of 91, Alarm, raw. Then we have this one, which came out in March of 91, REM's Out of Time. What's on here, might you say? Losing My Religion, Shiny Happy People with the two big singles. I like the song Radio Song and Low, Endgame, Belong. Great album through and through. But of course everybody knows Losing My Religion. So that was another one of March of 91. Then we shoot down to May of 91. May of 91, we got this gem by the band Electronic, which had Johnny Marr and Bernard Summer, formerly of the Smiths and formerly of New Order. It was also this Neil Tennant from the Pet Shop Boys on this, which this had Idiot Country, Tighten Up, Getting Away With It, Get the Message Right. Awesome. Feel Every Beat. This is great stuff. That was in May of 91. Then we go up to August of 91, and we had Metallica's Black Album. This was the mainstreaming of hard rock, man, right here. August of 91, right here, this one. Metallica's Black Album. Enter Sandman, Sad But True, Unforgiven, Wherever I May Roam, Nothing Else Matters, Keep It Going. It's almost the greatest hits album. Then we move on to September of 91. The second week of September, we got the last album by this beloved band, Talk Talk, Laughingstock. That was it. They disbanded after this, and the singer died 2 years ago. Very sadly to say that. Mark Hollis. But that was released, I think, September 16th, 1991. And then what, oh, I forgot about this one. This came out in May of 91 also. Pearl Jam's 10. It was May or June. Pearl Jam's 10, can't forget that. Sold like 30 million copies worldwide. Once Even Flow, Jeremy Black, Keep It Going, go down the list. That was in May. It came out the same month as Electronic. And then what do we have? What do we have in the third week of September of 1991? September 23rd. Quite a stellar day that was for rock music. We had Soundgarden's Bad Motorfinger. Come on, Rusty Cage, Outshined. We also had Nirvana's Nevermind on that same day. Don't have to say anything about this one. There's the track listing. Another greatest hits album. What else came out that day? Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood, Sugar, Sex Magic. Anything else come out that day? Yes. The Cult, Ceremony. Very controversial cover. Anyway, what's on here, sir? Wild Hearted Sun, Earth Mofo, White, which I love that song. Wonderland. Good album. This didn't really sell as well, but still a great release to me. What happened the following week? We had Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 by Guns N' Roses. You know what? They play like 5 songs over here, but like for instance, Right Next Door, Dust and Bones, The Garden, songs that I never played off of this, and it's really good. Then when you got off Use Your Illusion too, which came out the same day, I think it was the end of September. You got Estranged, Pretty Tied Up, just songs that I never played that are really kick-ass songs. And then what we got? Then we had in November, we had this little gem by U2 called Achtung Baby. Now also in that year, which I don't have, you had the debut from Seal. You had the debut from My Bloody Valentine, Pretty Loveless, I think, or Loveless. Then you also had the debut from Swerve Driver. You also had Tom Petty's Into the Great Wide Open. So there you go, 1991, the last great year in rock music as we know it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Here are some pictures of what was released. Go down. If I missed anything, let me know. Let me know. Just let me know. It's crazy, great year. Anyway, have a good night. Peace. Remember, you can change it. You need to make the first move.